Wait, what? Oh, okay, cool. That's a good soundtrack.
Well, I should probably just launch it. How's it going, everybody? Akibana Zero here, riding the internet waves as always, coming right at you with another Fighting Friday. I got with me the great old one. How's it going, John?
It's going great.
And Lord Omicron from YouTube is asking, what are we listening to over here? And that is the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike original soundtrack. One of the better fighting game soundtracks out there, I would say. How do you feel about it, John?
Oh, yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a great soundtrack. Hey, Star Fox, welcome. Yes, we're doing a Soulcalibur 6 stream today, and it's gonna be really awesome because Soulcalibur 6 is a good game. I need to find my controller cable. There it is. My controller's out of battery.
Oof.
Yeah, ain't that a bitch. So how's your week been, great old one? Right, so it's been a pretty busy week for me at the very least. Lots going on at work, especially yesterday where we had the corporate bullshit thing, like all companies have, the team building vision presentation type of thing that they do, where they basically talk about the new ways they're going to suck the money dry out of their customers.
Okay, I missed the last minute of conversation.
I'm just basically talking about how my week has been.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Being the corporate monkey that I am. This is a pretty bad playlist for the soundtrack.
What, the Third Strike
soundtrack? Yeah, the playlist that I found on YouTube has like really long gaps at the end of every song.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, it is. Right. So quite a few things have happened in the gaming spectrum recently. Did you hear, John, that Sony is not going to be doing a presentation at E3?
I had not heard that, no.
Yep, actually, that news dropped today.
Soulcalibur 6.
Sony is not going to be at E3 next year. Which, I mean...
So, what, just Microsoft and
Nintendo,
EA, etc.?
Actually,
What?
EA and Activision...
No, Nintendo doesn't go to E3 anymore either.
They are at E3. It's just that they do their direct, and then they have everything... They have everything on the show floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't necessarily do their presentation at E3. They prefer to do directs, but they still have a presence at E3. Sony is not.
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be really strange.
It is very strange. Yeah. Well, strange. I wouldn't say it's completely strange. If you think about it, all of their heavy hitters are not going to be that ready to discuss release dates and everything. Let me think about what Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone. Days Gone is going to be out by the time of E3. What else? Death Stranding whenever that comes out. What else do they have in the pipeline? There's one more. God, I'm blanking out now. What else do they have in the pipeline?
I'm not the best person asking about that.
I have no idea. Anyway, there's one more, and it's gonna be embarrassing if it's gonna be embarrassingly obvious, and I'm gonna embarrass myself. So anyway, yeah, there.
Oh wait, are you Sekiro?
No, Sekiro's gonna be out by March.
Ah,
it's one more.
Yeah, it is. Then I'm completely blanking too.
Anyway, that's of little importance. Anyway, Sony, it kind of makes sense that they're not going to be there, but it's also kind of following that trend that various companies already are foregoing E3. Like Activision and EA and Blizzard, they really don't have much of a... They don't really do press conferences at E3 anymore. So it's kind of following that trend, I guess, because E3 is not as relevant. I think. I don't know. E3 has been pretty lukewarm for quite a while. I would say. Hey, Nexidal, welcome to the stream. How's it going, man?
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Not going to disagree. So, yeah. It is what it is. But, I mean, it's strange, but I'm guessing that they're going to have their own thing. And, I mean, at the moment, they're, like, kind of the kings of the spectrum now. They're kind of the kings of the... They're on top of everything right now, so they don't really have a reason to be at E3. So maybe they're just gonna take a chill year.
That's a really weird way to look at it.
Yeah. They're gonna take a chill year, and then maybe the following year, they're gonna, boom, here's PlayStation 5. Enjoy.
Man.
But
it
yeah.
feels like yesterday when I got my PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way.
Oh, geez.
Who's there?
Hi.
Oh, Remy. Hey, Control Alt Cookie. How's it going, man?
Scared me.
It's going good. I didn't want to interrupt.
He was suddenly like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So I saw you join the chat earlier, just your microphone muted.
Yeah. I was being loud.
Alright, I'm gonna create a room. We all
Cool.
want a room, right?
I
Private.
think so.
I would appreciate a room.
Get a room. Same region. Battle time 60. Round count 3. Okay, create. We're gonna have a baller of a time here with Soulcalibur. And yeah. Just now, Remy, we were talking about Sony not being at E3 next year.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's probably lots of reasons I don't know about yet.
I mean, some reasons do feel a little bit obvious. I mean, they probably don't have anything to show.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Show you a little bit more of Ghost of Tsushima? Maybe have, I don't know, Kojima do a song and dance about Death Stranding, show us another completely convoluted video from the game, and be like, oh,
Yeah.
look forward to this. Whatever it is. Ridiculous stuff. I mean, I'm very much looking forward to that game, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck is this?
You know something's off when it shows a trailer that's almost entirely made of gameplay, and you still have no idea what kind of game it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. Are you all ready to be invited, by the way?
Yes.
I'm perfectly fine. Ready.
Okie dokie. We got
Yeah,
a great
my-
old
my-
one.
My partner's super hyped for Death Stranding, even though we don't know what it is.
Wait, why don't I see... Are we friends, Remy?
Yeah, we saw it this last.
Whoa!
Oh, the Rickest, yep. Jesus, you and your... you and your different personalities on the internet, man.
Remy, Ricketts, Control Key, etc.
Yeah.
Find it out all here.
It's just mistakes when I made the account, like, I don't know, 6 years ago or whatever.
So why are you the rickest?
Oh.
Humor. Really.
Humor.
Yeah, so
Because
it's
Rick and Morty was the big thing at the time.
yeah, exactly. Like 4 years ago or whatever.
Oh, so it's a
5
Rick and Morty thing.
Yeah, it is, yeah, which I have to live with now.
Uh-huh.
I know you're not much of a fan of the current Rick and Morty fan base, so the name is greatly ironic now.
It is pretty ironic now, yeah. The fan base.
Why are you not a fan of the fan base?
They got a bit much.
Because of the Szechuan sauce thing.
Yeah, that and being very, very negative towards new people coming towards the show. I get they're not very welcoming.
Yeah. Hey, Valashar, welcome to the stream, man.
Okay, I played this character for 5 minutes since the last time we played.
I see you still have no rank points. Maybe.
I learned a few more tricks with Taki, but I'm nowhere near proficient at all.
Yeah, I don't have very many either.
Yeah.
Quench your thirst.
Brace yourself.
I learned a few combos that I'm not convinced I remember.
Ready?
Oh shoot. What happened there?
Ooh, that was a bomb.
Oh yeah, that move sucks to
Oh
block.
shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah!
Victory will not come.
Oh, she qualifies
That's
as a
great.
ninja. Fuck.
Fortunately, I can hear that I'm quite a few seconds behind this.
I think you always are with the
Stand down.
game. Oh, you do need to get around me. Go to the left.
Suddenly, Remy's partner in the background.
Yeah,
Stand down.
he has a habit of walking past me when I'm trying to play game.
Shit.
No escape. Demons, be gone.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Ooh,
Oh hey, you did the thing.
I did. Oh, am I ringed out?
Basic 3B combo. Oh.
Oh, yep, that's you in the way there, Zach.
Oh shit.
Armor.
No, that wasn't his armor. He caught me on the startup of the super.
Yeah.
I'm a few seconds behind you.
That was armor.
Fuck. When you're saying armor, do you mean a guard impact? Is that?
Yeah, he
No, I'm
has.
talking about his revenge moves. The ones where he does like the explosion if you hit him during them.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
Trio. Aha.
Final battle. Try to resist.
Fuck, he's straight up playing Street Fighter with their Hadouken.
Oh, that's ringed out. Yep.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
She's too tall, a bit too busty, and without restrictions there. Wears bright red instead of dark blue. Dude. Taki is ninja, okay? She doesn't need all that shit. She's that good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think when you're playing online, the people watching are like maybe a second or so behind.
Let's do
Yeah,
this.
they are. Yes.
Yeah. I guess that's for like network smoothing or something, so that the person watching has a smoother experience, maybe for commentating online tournaments.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I love the comment. How are you? You're such a nice guy, John.
Slash can cut.
Oh gods. Guide me.
All of my battle comments are nice.
I'll fight you.
Gotta be friendly when you're hitting people with big weapons. Or little shields.
Okay, I'll just be up here.
You know, the way her Shoryuken recovers, it just... I struggle to punish it for DTO. It just goes straight up.
Damn.
Mix-ups. Oh, nice.
Oh, guard impact. I have a couple of guard impact moves, I'm just not very good at remembering.
I barely use my guard impact moves, I just use the generic one.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was a super for a second. Oh yeah, indeed.
This is as far as you go.
Always forget that exists.
Damn it. Nicely played.
Check crouch.
Battle 3. Fight.
No.
Wait, adjustable battle spin size? Oh. Oh, that's cool. No, I don't want to redo it.
What the fuck?
Oh, nice!
Victory goes to the last man
That was great.
Butt slam.
We're seeing that again.
Oh, I love ring outs. They make this game so good.
Oh shit.
Here. This is as far as you go.
Seeing a lot more sort of dancey spacey from you guys now. So it seems like you're getting better from the last time I went.
Oh. Wrong guess.
Ooh.
Victory will not come
Fair, I don't actually know what Tucky gets as a reward off any of her buttons.
Yeah.
battle. Fight.
What's that? I block a little too much in this game, I think. But then my character doesn't really have very good interrupts, so... Or he does, but they're really fucking hard to do.
Fuck.
Nice.
Claim victory and
One moment of peace.
Ah, nice.
Just scrape to win.
Where's my... Oh. There.
Oh you looking for?
Not than just my my Chad.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Here I go.
Sacrifice your soul.
Blue Nightmare.
He's
I
Dream.
think you're playing the wrong game.
He's Dream. He's not Nightmare.
A single slash can cut
I
even
want
the
to save you.
I want
I don't want to
to
save you.
save you.
That's pretty much what he says, yeah.
That exchange actually made sense.
I think they do, for the most part. I think they're all correct. At least all the ones I've seen are.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Remember, you have to open the pickle jar. Oh.
Open that pickle jar.
King of semi-lurking, playing Fallout 76. How are you finding that game? Because so far, I don't see any reason for me to pick it up.
I've not heard a single good thing about it.
Nah, nothing good so far.
Ooh, that.
Whee!
Okay.
Oh God.
battle.
I don't know. I mean, Fallout with like, I can understand like the absence of human NPCs because you know you're like the first humans to repopulate.
Second hit.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, no.
Oh, open the pickle jar.
Stand.
Do that right.
I mean, it's
That
the
second hit.
it's like you're the first humans to come out, and it's like there are no other humans out there, but it's still weird. I mean, Fallout always has a story and always has different factions in it, and it's kind of strange now to have like a
Oh, wait.
Fallout that is basically dependent on having other players in it.
Ah, there's an afro under there!
A Rule 63 of Jean versus Cinder. It's what the fuck with the afro? Dude, what have you done? What have you done?
Oh.
I mean, there's definitely some enjoyment to get out of it. It's just, I don't know. There's a lot of technical issues with it, and I have to say that Bethesda has to update their engine at some point because I can't help but feel that they just gutted Fallout 4, created a new map, and that was that.
Cannot afford to lose.
I mean, that's quite literally the case, isn't it?
And bask in the
Sorry,
I
I'm
mean-
still in shock at this afro nightmare.
Yeah, it is a shocking thing to
I fucking love that
behold.
you created a custom character, and the only difference you made was under his helmet he's got a giant purple afro.
It's not the only thing.
Oh, and you gave him the wind quotes.
No, I also gave him red and white spotted underwear.
Oh, of course you did. Oh, I'm kind of sad I didn't see that.
Oh god, I really hope none of us strip you
Oh,
of your
I
armor.
made a custom Yoshimitsu, and I gave him the exact same thing.
Of course, gotta. You gotta. It's just the afro is there to surprise people. Throw you off your game.
There's also that other thing where your progress doesn't save. Like,
Oh?
the frequency by which it saves is...
Warrior spirits are forged below the never-ending
Oh, this is fun for rings out. Oh wait.
You are in too deep.
I could make a Blake with Taki's moveset, but you know, that requires a little bit of time on my part.
I don't know what I'm thinking anymore.
Oh dang, vicious.
There you go.
Nice.
Broke something.
That was
mine,
brutal.
wasn't it? Oh, it was my food.
Seems like Taki and Tsukiki have a very similar playstyle. Be in the base and... Oh! So close to juggling out.
Taki's an in-your-face character, but Sylvia is a whip punish character.
Seems like Tsukiki at least can exist in the very close range, happily.
Yeah, of course he has the move where he stabs himself.
Fight to your last breath.
He's not Yoshimitsu without that move.
That's sacrificing health for meter in this game, isn't it, basically?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Why did I do that?
What the fuck did I just do? What the fuck?
Yeah, that second hit always gets me on that low BP. Ooh!
God damn it. Nice.
The battle is over.
I think I could probably search it and download it, like the Blake character creation. I'll have a look at it sometime. I mean, any character that is to be made has been made, and there are probably guides or something, but you can download created characters.
Let's do this.
Sacrifice your soul to
Oh my god, I see the underwear.
Yeah.
I can't unsee this now. I can't.
What?
If
Did
you
I
look at
pop
his
it when you loaded
armor,
or something? Okay.
if you want to have a chat with us,
Oh,
Omicron,
okay.
that's perfectly fine.
swords beneath the gaze of the ancient gods.
Quench
You can see it for a couple of frames just then.
Slave of an evil
Oh, that's
blade.
great.
Oh, I see it.
You see it.
Tiny
Now
gap.
you can't unsee it.
It's amazing.
Shit.
Wait, hang on. Oh god, it's just so visible every time you do that kick. So, you got an afro and polka dot underwears for both nightmare colors?
Yeah.
Oh shit, open the pickle jar.
Ugh.
Ow, fuck.
Yeah, you
Run counter.
gotta have to think.
What the?
Oh! I was expecting that throw to ring out.
Oh, did not. That's not the right one. I need to do it forward. Oh, am I dead? I'm not quite dead.
No too much damage.
Cannot unsee it exactly next to go. You cannot unsee that shit.
Jumped. Too much blocking. Oh, nice. Oh, that low.
Not really.
Oh, I'm dead.
I think if Chucky goes into her stance, she doesn't actually have any lows.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm really bad at like escaping
Ow.
up close pressure.
The thing is with Taki, it's especially like she also does chip damage, unlike every other character.
Oh, you went behind me. Oh well.
What the?
Oh, I'm dead.
And
Yeah,
ends in
huge
spectacular fashion. I love this explosion so much. It is so unnecessary.
We lost to
That is
history.
such cool and super.
It's a cool super, yeah.
Claim victory and bask in
You see his afro in it as well.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh jeez.
At least the underwear,
Straight to hell.
yeah.
Love Heart spotted Jodpers. There's nothing wrong with that.
What did you call them?
Jodpers.
Jodpers. Why Jodpers?
I
welcome to
think
the
that's
stage
what they're
of
called,
history.
right? The little knee things.
Aren't they called bloomers?
Oh, they might be
Let's
called
do
bloomers.
this.
I might be thinking of
Oh
something
my
else.
gosh.
Okay, guys, this is all about like the oldie underwears now in this stream. That's it. You cannot unhear the things that you're hearing now.
I feel like there has to be a
I
link.
feel like I'm the only one dressed sensibly here.
There has to be a
I'm-
link to PTO.
I'm very much dressed appropriately for this. What are you talking
What?
about?
Warrior
I'm sorry. I'll
Soul
fight.
stealing, I guess.
See, I've got armor on my shoulders.
I
What?
can see your nipples.
Oh god.
Isn't that what it's all about?
I mean, you'd
What?
have
No,
some
no,
kind
no,
of
no,
freedom of movement, right?
You gotta, yeah.
That's, I
Ow.
mean, ooh, nice. That's a good pink underneath. You know?
I put that on the first time I got armor broken and realized it was just wearing a bra underneath.
Oh, right, okay. Good old John, keeping it clean.
He's keeping it PG-13.
Yeah. And here I am giving people bloomers. Oh. This game really kicks the crap out of my PS4 though.
You have one of the old ones?
Yeah. Gets loud and noisy playing.
Yeah, mine is a Destiny 1 PS4. It's, yeah, it kind of gets the crap geeking out of it from most games these days.
Yeah.
I should get a Pro, but I keep thinking I want to get a Pro, but next year they're gonna definitely announce the PS5.
Yeah. That's part of why we decided to get the Switch actually. Because we sort of wanted to future-proof games eventually not coming out for the PS4. That and, you know, Mario.
Oh god.
Hey. Did your swords clash? I didn't know that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Huh. I wonder what the rules are for clashing attacks. I'll have to look it up.
Oh.
Oh,
Whoop, a nice close-up on the boob. Before you blow up.
Lost to history.
Ah, my bae.
Final battle. Fight.
Shit. Ah.
Oh yeah, I should really use guard impact, isn't it, more often?
Fuck,
Oh.
nicely played.
I use it too much.
Ah, this seems to be working for you.
Bask in the glow.
Why couldn't I float you out of the ring there?
Because I made sure to float myself back in. Always remember the air controls and things.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the stage of history.
I don't really know how the what the rules are for air control, to be honest with you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hey.
Hey, Omicron, how you doing, man?
Greetings, gentlemen.
Hiya.
Sorry, for some reason Discord had disconnected the output from my headset for no reason whatsoever.
Well, that's Discord for you. Trouble Brewing 32, how's it going, Daddy-O? How's fatherhood treating you so far?
The flames of the warriors' fighting spirits.
I want to save you.
There's poop everywhere. Yes, that is definitely something that will be a thing in your life from now on. Poop will be everywhere.
Any of you like played the original Soulcalibur?
Played 2 a lot.
I played all of them.
Dreamcast.
I played Soul Edge.
Oh,
And
the
then
actual.
my next one was Soulcalibur 5.
Now, my introduction was original Soulcalibur on the Dreamcast.
Oh god, I got stepped on.
I never had a Dreamcast, but there happened to be a arcade in a cinema in Athens, which had an arcade version of Soulcalibur 1, and we used to play that a lot. Then Soulcalibur 2 came out on PlayStation 2. I played the shit out of that.
Played the solo stuff, the map stuff on the arcade. It was just romping.
Wait, where's the underwear there? What the fuck have you done to him, Remy?
He's wearing pants.
At least.
Go on the character in such a way that your opponent's distracted by what the hell? Oh, I've got hit.
That's the meta of Soulcalibur, man. I mean,
Why he has so little clothes.
Oh, that catches. That's interesting.
I mean, I'll tell you the worst thing I've ever seen, guys. An Astaroth with a massive red afro, a red Speedo, and nothing else, and holding a toy hammer.
Nice.
Oh my god, the close of what
Oh
it's
no, when you say toy hammer, I've got an image of Timmy Mallet and his mallet.
Yeah, you know, one of those squeaky mallets. Like, it was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life. And what was I playing back then? Soulcalibur 4. 4 was on PlayStation 3, right? Yeah.
Probably so.
So I'm playing this guy online, and I can't help but be distracted by his creation. An Astaroth with an afro and a Speedo and a giant toy hammer. I think a lot of people have fought that Astaroth. Vampire Savior, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And thank you for the bits, man, as always. You're always so generous.
Oh.
Oh, Super made the game lag. Ah!
I'll be sure to...
Anti-air.
Oh, that anti-aired. Oh my god, anti-airs in Soulcalibur. What?
And bask
Oh my god, the wind quote is even more ridiculous than your hair, I'm sorry.
Hi guys.
Hey, Dillips.
Dillips.
Oh hey.
Greetings.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
Welcome
Glad to
the
hear
stage
that.
of history retold.
Oh, we got a party in voice chat today. That's great. Got all the cool people, all the cool people here. And we're playing Soulcalibur with a nightmare with an afro.
I've got a friend here who wants to say something. One sec.
Okay.
Okay.
Look here! Look, listen!
Warrior spirits are full.
Appearing online does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about.
What the fuck is that?
Slave of an
Sorry.
evil blade.
But, can anyone here name the person that said that? Famously, it's gone viral. No?
Oh? No idea.
Oh, it's someone called Wings of Redemption.
I would never have guessed that as a name.
Have you guys not heard of Wings of Redemption?
No.
Oh, damn it.
When you asked the name of a person, that wasn't the kind of name I was thinking of.
He's very redeeming though. That's the thing.
Oh, you're decent with Ivy and Zasselmel. With Ivy, mad respect.
I could never. Ivy was always the character I had the most trouble figuring out because of the whip sword.
Fuck, I tried to backdash.
The rest of the characters I never really had.
Backdash throws.
He's a role model, especially for you, Akabana, because you know he does it for a living. He you know streams games.
This famous
And that-
person.
And he's basically okay, you know, he's angry and stuff like that. But that's like that's what he does.
Phrase.
By the way, on that first statement, then DSP should be my idol as well, because he streams for a living too, right?
Well, like DSP's more objectionable than Wings of Redemption.
I don't know, Wings of Redemption sounds pretty objectionable to me.
Well, yeah, he did get a bit angry there. That's because he wanted
Jesus.
to like he was getting angry with his fans telling him like, you know, appearing offline and stop people from joining the game, which is bullshit. But you know, he lost his temper a bit, and he often throws his controller and actually breaks it.
Oh my god.
This is why I would never stream, because I will get pissed off with the audience and start having arguments with them.
But that's okay. That's okay if it, you know, entertaining.
No, it's not. I'm an autistic, pedantic bastard. It wouldn't go well.
Oh. It's all about fame and you know, people paying attention to you. You know, just do what you need
What's
to
ever
do.
going to do the YouTube or the Twitch thing by doing it in such a way where you in my face?
Well, that's probably a bad thing because people want to see a face.
I don't know, Slagasol's. Fairly famous guy.
Oh no, there's
No face.
throw my computer a little bit and, you know, do the virtual thing, you know, get some, you know, anime girl, a voice changer and pretend to be a fucking kawaii anime girl. That'll bring in the money.
Ow! I don't know what I just did there.
I mean, I think I
Nice.
speak for everyone when I say that we're all kind of handsome guys. That, you know, I'm sure we'd do well on screen.
No. I'm a middle-aged, stick-thin bastard.
Oh, don't you know?
I'm
Don't
6'2"
put yourself
and
down.
less than 10 stone.
Goals.
But you got cool hair and a cool beard.
Stage of history
Yeah.
That's true, you know, because I can't be asked to cut them.
Does it make it any less cool?
True.
Oh God.
I do like to say I've grown rather attached to my long hair.
I have
My
long hair
mother, who
too.
used to do hairdressing for 15 years, is always, you know, wanting to cut it because she just doesn't think boys should have long hair.
So wait, how is that run cancel done, Vampire Savior? I don't know about it.
In a cursed castle hall, warriors
What's the Soulcalibur game like? What are your impressions?
It's really fun.
Two main questions when it comes to Soul. Does it feel like a Soulcalibur game?
100%.
Okay, next question. How does it stack up as a fighting game in comparison to the others on the market?
It's a very good fighting game. It's got anything that you would expect from a fighting game. Mind games, cool mechanics.
Yeah, take the fanboy hat off and put the critical hat on for a moment.
You want to put the critical hat on.
Yeah, take the fanboy off one for a moment and put the critical hat on. Objectively, what's your experience?
Well, I mean, it depends what is it that you're looking for in a fighting game.
victory goes.
Okay. Compared to the latest big fighting game you played recently, Blaze Blue, which is a completely different style of fighting game.
I think that's an unfair comparison, to be honest with you. I do not like comparing 2D fighting games to 3D fighting games. They're not the same thing. I mean, they do have the
rotation movement ability, you know, freedom movement, but in the way, you know, the combat feels, you know, how the impacts feel in comparison, how they've done that can be comparable.
Well, you can definitely feel the weight of the attacks if that's what you're asking. It feels like the attacks feel painful, and that's the kind of experience you almost always get out of a Soulcalibur game. But if I were to make any direct comparison to fighting games on the market right now, purely from a gameplay standpoint, I'd say it stacks up very nicely because there's a very nice balance.
Oh my god, the afro on the horse.
Jesus. There's a very nice balance between accessible mechanics and classic mechanics and moves that
it was very easy to pick up and play and button mash. You should have a good time, but it was deep enough that, you know, if you had the skill to learn everything,
it still is that way, I feel. And the nice thing about it is that they introduced the reversal edge, which is like, it's been a bit divisive as a mechanic.
I've not seen a single throw done. Have they removed that mechanic?
Throws. I've done a lot of throws in my fights on stream today.
Oh no, maybe just whenever I've got Discord open, you happen to do it.
But throws are pretty much there. But breaking them is very easy, I would say.
Okay, so I'm heading off.
I'm really bad at breaking throws in this game.
See you later.
How much of a problem is juggling?
Oh, it's not like Tekken. It's like they're very short juggles and they're not nearly as important. Soulcalibur is very much a game of stray hits and like hitting people with stray hits and.
I didn't like about it because of the ring out mechanic. You couldn't push someone to a wall and juggle them.
Well, you can do it. It's just not. I would say it's not as easy as past Soulcalibur games.
One of my fondest memories of fighting games is Killer Instinct. Yeah, you could really abuse the juggling people to get stupid combos.
I mean that's Killer Instinct's shtick, right? It's their main thing, the long combos. That's why you got Combo Breaker.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
But yeah, if you're looking for a solid fighting game that feels like older fighting games in the same series, Soulcalibur 6, you cannot go wrong with it at all.
Has it got a single-player campaign style? Well, not campaign. But
Yeah, two.
Two of them, actually.
About, you know, the world map. Okay, I'll go there and do some challenges, or I'll go here and do that.
Yeah, it does. It's got a very comprehensive one.
I'm at the stage now where do I just not bother with the PS4 and just wait for the PS5?
Maybe. I think it depends on whether you want to play the games or not.
Well, I want to play God of War because I've played every single God of War up to date so far.
tend to
I mean,
sort of just make my
the PS4 is gonna be relevant even after the 5 comes out, let's be honest.
Plus,
And
The Last of Us 2, I'm going to play that.
And I don't think Sony's gonna make the mistake with backwards compatibility that they made with this gen. They're going to make PS4 games backwards compatible.
Why they did it, because of the architecture was markedly different from the PS3 to the PS4. They went to a more industry standard type architecture from the PowerPC processor architecture of the PS3. So as long as they keep the x86 architecture, it shouldn't be too hard to backwards compatible. Do it. Sorry, got a bit dirty there.
No, it's okay.
No worries.
I wasn't aware that the PlayStation 3 was anything very bespoke.
Yeah, the PlayStation 3, it had a what was termed a PowerPC processor, which was quite difficult to develop for early on. It took them a long time into the company's life cycle to really optimise it. One of the reasons they changed to the x86 architecture, because it's far more familiar and easy to develop for.
Yeah.
You could get more out of the PS4 earlier in its life cycle.
Fuck.
Should be 6K.
From some dev friends, I know that the PlayStation's always been sort of traditionally annoying to dev for.
Well, the PS4 and the Xbox One basically run on the same architecture. They just got a few different components.
Yeah, well, the Xbox One has the slightly more annoying tooling because they broke all of the tooling from the 360.
Well, little things on the hardware side, like the RAM in the Xbox One is DDR4, where the RAM in the PlayStation is DDR5. Little things like that. But Sony have always, you know, made their consoles at a loss to get market share. That was always the plan. Particularly with the PS3, because they owned the Blu-ray format. They wanted as many Blu-ray players as they could get out there.
Well, the way I see it, effectively, like, the 4 is not a bad purchase even now. I mean, even though there will be a PS5 in 2020, no sooner than that. Absolutely no sooner than that.
No. Oh.
You will. Oh, goodbye. I still feel the 4 will be extremely relevant. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, we might actually see some games that are still possible to play on the PlayStation 4, but they'll be like significantly upscaled or higher quality on the 5.
Yeah, they'll be
like to bridge the gap. Like that's what I would expect that they would do.
Oh, no, the next hardware console generation is going to be interesting to see what direction they go for. Because if they get rid of the optical drive, they've got to put a really big hard drive in there to compensate.
Yeah. You mean Flo OG-san? I know Flo. Yeah, he plays Soulcalibur 6 now?
Personally, I hope they keep the optical drive. I do like, you know, collections of physical stuff. I'm
having a feeling that next gen game streaming is gonna be a very big thing. It's gonna see a significant push. I mean, we'll still be able to buy games.
Also, the PSVR is going to be integrated.
I believe it's heard my nightmare.
What was that, John?
Welcome to the stage of history.
What were you saying about streaming games just then?
I'm saying that game streaming
that in the next console generation, you know, live streaming of games directly to your console as you play them is going to be.
Oh my god.
More of a thing.
I hope not.
Yeah, Trouble, I definitely am with you on that. I don't think that it's going to be like, this is the only way to play games. I think you will be able to buy games. It's just that there's going to be a push for game
I think
streaming.
they'll keep the optical drive because of people like me who spend silly money on collector's editions.
Apparently I'm not spectating. That's bad.
Oh, that's me off. I don't think I think we're quite away from any
Digital
kind
only
of
distribution.
change in the way we distribute, yeah.
Like, personally, I think because of the nature of collectors like myself who are willing to spend over the odds for flashy stuff, that yeah, it will be a long time.
It's not just that, it's the, you know, like...
One thing I didn't like about the PS4 is that you're going to push, you know, download a lot of games, but they still gave you a relatively small internal storage. Okay, yeah, you can have a game that's 80 gigabytes, you know, each, but, you know, you've only given you a 500 gigabyte hard drive.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of reasons. Like, I don't think the infrastructure is there yet.
So definitely, the next Sony console will have PSVR built in from the design drawing board up. It won't be like an add-on PS4 Pro thing. You know, that's the first time that any Japanese console manufacturer has managed to get an add-on to a previous console to actually be successful outside Japan. Tried many times.
Oh, that.
Oh, even though I've not watched...
Oh, for crying out loud.
The win counters.
That genuinely pissed me off.
Sorry.
What happened?
I don't know. Stream's about 10 seconds behind, so I don't know what...
The good old armored forward, horizontal armored forward B.
Okay, yeah, no, that's just nightmare. You just have to get used to that.
This is as far as you go.
Oh, nice.
How cliche.
Oh. I didn't know I could die during that.
What?
Oh, by the way, I posted a link in the Discord earlier. Was it yesterday or no? There's a free game available on the bundle if you like, you know, RTS type game. Or if you like sci-fi and just want to build a big fleet of ships and fire another big fleet of ships and watch pew pew happen.
Ah, crap, ow!
Did you drop something?
Yes,
Yourself?
my tablet.
Well, we'll see, guys. I mean, I don't know. There seems to be some movement happening in the whole game streaming area. Google's trying to trialing that service they have right now, where you basically can play a game on your browser, which should be interesting.
Oh, you used to be able to do that with Flash games.
Huh? Flash games, yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad Flash is dead.
Yeah, so am I.
Java 2.
Whoops, what happened?
Oh no, the Flash video code.
Where'd you drop out, Remy?
Oh, I won a couple in a row. I didn't want to play too much.
Why?
You quit while you're ahead.
Fine.
Here I go.
Give myself a fake streak.
Going along.
No, I'm glad that it's gone, just because it's not fun to work with.
I literally never liked the way Flash worked. It used to be a very interesting platform to make graphics and stuff, but it died way too late, in my opinion.
Definitely. Like,
it was more of a concept.
Yeah, it represents a pretty terrible set of vulnerabilities to browsers, and there's not really anything you can do to firm it up, and that became more and more evident as time went on. So I'm really glad that they're both sort of like fizzling out. and being replaced with HTML5 video and everything.
Yeah, I'm not really into the actual coding part of the stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm software developer. So.
Oh, I just play test on the QA.
Oh hey, cool! I love you guys.
Sorry, say again?
I love you guys. QA, like people, like QA is fantastic. Like they make my life better.
Oh yeah, and it's highly enjoyable for me because it's my job to break the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know if you tech heads have an answer for Trouble's question just now.
What's that?
Read it on Twitch.
Oh, I'm watching the YouTube stream because Twitch don't like me.
Alright, he's saying, is it really just a protocol issue? How much lower can ping get on fiber? Serious question.
So basically, we can't really go below 10 ms ever. It's not possible.
Speed of light is finite.
Yeah, exactly. So online streaming games it's never going to be a proper thing. The only way to do it is to have local caches using CDNs to have the game as close to you as possible, and then that becomes really expensive. There's lots of logistical reasons why it's not going to be.
I play a lot of RTS, and so I play like StarCraft on various different servers, and one of the things that StarCraft does, if you've both experiencing lag, it tries to manage the game scenario so you both experience the same amount of lag, so you don't notice it.
I think that's okay with multiplayer games, but it's a very different experience in single player.
That's fair enough. Like with a 1-on-1 or 2-on-2, you're not managing that much. But once you get sort of like big server-wide things, like Minecraft or a big Battlefield server where you've got like 60-odd players that all have to be managing their team, then it gets a little more tricky.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's why PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds has such a big problem. It has a very low tick rate servers. Because the tick rate is how often it updates, and they can't update very often, which leads to rubber banding and lots of other issues. That existing in the single player space, I feel like that would be very damaging to video games. But I don't know. It's all theory, right?
Well, the game I'm currently playtesting for Dream Harvest is a macro RTS. It's kind of like. It's hard to explain because it's not a proper RTS because you don't really micro the units.
Yeah.
It's more like a very elaborate tower defense.
Oh, okay.
Because you place a unit down and the unit's got AI and the AI controls its behaviour. You can set an initial rally point so you can tell it the first thing you want it to do, but after that the AI takes over.
Okay.
So the idea of the game is to move away from intensive unit micromanagement and switch to the macro side of RTS.
Yeah, I understand.
Most of the your actions in that side.
It basically, Trouble. There is speed of light is finite, obviously, that is the gist of it, and that you can do a bunch of things to reduce that, but it gets expensive, is that right, Remy? Yeah. Yeah,
it gets very expensive, very fast.
I know you love having your biases confirmed. Well, see...
code, it's never been an easy thing.
No.
It's
but
not.
see, on the other, look at it this way too. I mean, yes, with games where competitive play is important, maybe game streaming won't take off, but what about, games, single-player games, especially for the casual audience that doesn't care as much?
They tried the system where, if you want to download a game, it will download a certain amount, and it will download it in order, so you can play it as it downloads. It just didn't really work as well as it was just intended to.
Fuck. I didn't time that right. Oh, shit. I'm never gonna do that combo.
Destiny 2 during the free period.
I have Destiny 2 already on PS4, so I don't need it again.
I downloaded it for the PC since it was free. It's free.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, already Destiny 2 is. I mean, it's great with the new expansion, I would say, but I don't trust Bungie anymore, actually.
They're under Activision's umbrella. Look what's happened to Blizzard.
Oh, the unblockable. Ah.
That's my point, Trouble, is that the is that those kinds of games, for a casual audience, I mean, there's going to be a market for game streaming. There's no doubt about that. It's just, yeah, maybe we're a ways off, maybe we're not. We'll have to see.
The Nvidia do a service like that now, where they run the game on their servers and just stream, you know, just the visual information to you. So your hardware doing none of the video rendering or anything like that. It's just displaying an image.
Yeah, I mean, it's like playing through RDP. It's gonna, your controls having lag is gonna suck.
Because one of our testers tried to do a play test via the Nvidia streaming service and it didn't go well.
Like, I can't imagine it's gonna be like the worst. I think that, you know, at least some games aren't gonna like it.
I don't know. It depends how much responsiveness you actually require to play the game.
Yeah, that too. I mean, if the game, you know, if it's not got frame perfect inputs, it's not gonna matter for 16 ms.
Yeah, I want to play Magic Arena 2 Trouble, but and I will at some point. I mean, I'll try some of those.
Hoping with that new digital version of Magic the Gathering, they do a mobile version of that, because it'll work really well on a touchscreen.
I'd like to see that happen. I'd like to see that come to the Switch as well.
Playing Hearthstone on the mobile, it works really well with the touchscreen.
Yeah, just then you're playing Hearthstone, right?
Well, no, I don't play Hearthstone for competitive stuff. I mainly only play it for the tavern brawls if they happen to be interesting.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I was playing it to try and get competitive, and I realised that it's...
No, unless you're in from the beta phase or spend a lot of money, you won't have the cards.
It's not even that. There's a random element to it that's...
Sorry, did I yawn there, or was that a Hearthstone conversation?
Oh my god.
Hearthstone was never meant to be competitive. It was meant as a casual game that became a competitive esport.
Yeah, I think it doesn't succeed.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a good game, all right, but
yeah.
they kept it way too simple, in my opinion. They insisted on keeping it way too simple.
Yeah.
It's boring. It's the same goddamn thing over and over.
I mean, they screwed up the arena. Like, the arena was really fun for a very long time, and then they just kept making it worse with the combo cards. And I really love the arena.
My favourite tavern brawls are the ones where you have to actually work together to defeat an opponent on the board. Those are always the most interesting, because you have to kind of communicate in a way that you can't really communicate with players.
Yeah, it's collaborative, right? You have to... it's kind of like when you play any sort of collaborative game where you don't have voice chat or any kind of proper communication. You have to learn how to
communicate via other means.
Yeah, exactly. You have to use the gameplay to talk, and that's always really great. You know, it always feels really good to get your meaning across in some other way.
You know, you kind of get, sometimes you get a player that just doesn't work. But when you do get a rando that you actually work well with, it feels really good. That's fine.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I'm a fairly weird person most of the time, so don't take me as the average viewpoint.
You seem alright.
I'm just good at masking the crazy.
Isn't that what everybody does?
Yeah, but I'm a mental person. I have paperwork to prove it. I've not been allowed to work for the last 6 years.
Why did I not sidestep that projectile?
Is it just her projectiles tracking or something? Or very, like, heavily tracking? I feel like she's an exception, because you sidestepped it.
You can juggle with that.
Oh, nice.
Huh?
So, you've, juggling with the super, I think.
Wait, that's how...
Of course, all he does is push buttons. Ah.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Fine, whatever.
By the way, you're not one to talk about pushing buttons, Aki.
Shut up.
I feel like some PJ Salties are coming on.
There's a joke here. I just can't quite get it.
Didn't we say the salty stream is here? No, that's on Sundays.
I really hope you.
Am I not gonna spectate? Is the game mad at me now?
Oh, I did that to Scotty earlier.
That happened to me earlier, yeah.
Sorry, John, yeah.
Were you just stuck at waiting?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You can see the round counters at least, so you like get an idea of how far it's progressed, but
Yeah, I know, I could see that, but okay. Well, I guess it's the stream where we're
this
just
is kind of that's gonna be real fun for the people watching the stream, isn't it?
This is gonna be fun for everybody, yeah. I know Trouble that you quit Hearthstone because of Magic, but honestly, I can't believe how insistent Vampire Savior, how insistent Blizzard has been on keeping that freaking game simple as fuck. I just can't believe it.
They make too much money off it these
Damn
days.
it! Oh, that was lucky.
I mean, it is Blizzard. They want to keep it simple and everything. It's just do something interesting with the game. Don't keep it like this. Just I don't even have words.
Damn.
I'm massively disappointed with how that game progressed throughout the
Blizzard
years.
of today is not the Blizzard of yore.
No, it's not. Don't get me started on Diablo Immortal either. Don't get me started, man.
Yeah. I can't believe they thought that would actually go well. Yeah, we'll announce a mobile game to a group full of hardcore PC gamers who have been begging for a new PC Diablo game. Yeah,
I mean, don't you all have phones, right?
Oh my god,
That statement.
that was the most tone-deaf thing. Wait, no, why did I super? That was stupid.
I wish I was there after they said that, so I can ask a question and say, look, yes, I have a mobile phone, but I've spent several $1,000s on a gaming PC. I prefer the game on that, you bastard.
Can't armor grabs.
See, this is the thing that upset me the most is that they didn't they're so tone deaf. They didn't predict the backlash, which meant that they didn't plan for a way to respond. Like, this is how bad how bad they are now.
And do you know what the worst thing about it is? They'll release the game in China, and it'll make hundreds of millions of dollars.
It will. It will. No, absolutely it will.
Afloat.
Because
it'll keep them afloat, right?
It will, guys. It will, but
Activision's point of view, the mobile version of Diablo is dirt cheap to make because, one, they're not spending money to make it, they're getting someone else to spend money to make it, and they're going to reap all the profits.
License, baby.
And looking at examples of previous games by that Chinese developer, which look basically like Diablo clones anyway.
I mean, that's the only thing that I'm supporting. The only thing that I'm with them on is that I can agree that maybe the whole, like, they've copy pasted the game, a previous game, might be a grave exaggeration. But at the same time, it's like you're not making it easy for people to see your side. And here's the other thing, though. What disappoints me the most with Blizzard is that Blizzard is happy to just remaster things. And I mean, don't get me wrong.
Correction.
Warcraft 3 Reforged, Activision Blizzard. I mean, Warcraft 3 Reforged is great. It looks great. I'm very happy they're doing that. But I don't expect BlizzCon to just be about remasters and new expansions for things.
Well, no, BlizzCon never used to be every year, though, did it? It only used to be every 2 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it was every 2 years, you always had something to announce every couple of years. Every single year, there's just maybe just something's just not ready to be announced. It's
there are reports that are saying that they wanted to announce Diablo 4, but they pulled that out the last minute.
The thing that really annoyed me is the press conference afterwards, where the one of the execs said, "Yeah, we're working on mobile versions for all our IPs." And my thought was, how the fuck are you going to put StarCraft on mobile and make it actually...
Oh, Command and Conquer Rivals, that style.
Oh my god, no, stop that.
No. EA are trying to get some community positivity back by announcing they're releasing remasters of some of the old Command & Conquer games, the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
And they're promising no microtransactions, just a straight up upgrade of the game. No microtransaction bullshit, apparently. Whether that'll actually happen, we'll have to see. But I would like, remastered versions of Command & Conquer I can play on modern operating systems. So
Well, I'm happy to play. I'm happy about that.
I've got the Command & Conquer First Decade disc, but it won't run on fucking Windows 8.1.
There are community open source versions of Command & Conquer the first.
Yeah, I know, but I've got, the proper shit. And I want
I get
proper
it.
shit.
You leave me no choice.
The first, I played Command & Conquer when it was first released. Showing my age a little bit here.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Dune 2.
People used to complain, oh, Command & Conquer's not balanced multiplayer. No, it fucking wasn't, because at the time it was first released, multiplayer over the internet isn't really a thing. So they didn't have to worry so much about multiplayer balance, just make a good single-player campaign. With those glorious F&B cutscenes.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
At that point, you did the high move.
Respect for the fallen you've brought
That lethal hit only activates if it goes under a high hitting move.
Gods.
How are they
Okay.
going to remaster those F&B cutscenes?
Probably not. Just upscale them or something.
Well, if you play the original video that's on the disc, it was only in like 480p. So if you try and play it in 1080, it's just got a tiny little box in the center of the screen. Also, because the game was not designed to be played in 1080p, when you look at the map, everything looks, really, really small because it was never meant to be played in that resolution.
And I don't know, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I think the biggest indicator of how low Activision Blizzard has gotten, is the biggest indication is World of Warcraft Classic. Like seriously, really, that was needed.
Pissed off about people running vanilla WoW servers without being able to make money off it, so they're trying to do it themselves. The thing is, vanilla WoW is now at a stage where everyone looks at it with rose-tinted glasses and what's wrong with it. There's a reason WoW's changed so much since it was first released.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing now.
And you guys come to Insomnia next year.
I don't know. It's probably a long way off for me to make that decision.
Just after Dream Harvest is there, it's at the NEC. I'll probably be drafted in to show off the story. Can't believe I was there 5 days and RCG was there as well, and we didn't realise that we knew each other on Discord until after we got back from the conference.
I tried to help you find each other.
We
I
talked
was
to each other several times.
I was yelling to you guys on Discord, like you're both there.
We were right next to each other in the indie zone. Both complaining the fuck out of PlayStation and that fucking loud Fortnite stand.
Ah, Fortnite.
Which we measured at like over 100 decibels.
Oh my god, guys. Something triggered me with a student this week. We were talking about video games. I was like, we were talking about video games, and my student's like, oh, do you play Fortnite? And I'm like, no. Fortnite, and he's like, "Oh, you're not a real gamer."
Oh, wow. Oh no.
So triggered.
Oh.
Do you know what I would have said? Sorry, how old are you?
17.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember something called the Spectrum or the Commodore? You know, where we made our own fucking games.
Nah.
Sorry, you're streaming. I should tone down my language a little bit.
No, man. No. Do you know whose stream you're on?
Oh no, I can't temper myself.
I've never gotten told off for swearing on the stream before, so.
I want to save you.
So there's no banned words.
No.
As long as there's no malicious
I mean,
intent.
you know, don't turn this into a curse fest, but you know, within reason, right? I mean, we're all adults. We're not catering to the
time without interruption or repetition. Goes to the Dutch. Ooh.
Careful, we might have a Dutch in our chat. Is Ardo in here? No, he's not.
Yeah, I was chatting with him the other day in Discord because I watched a QI clip where they were mentioning something about a Dutch swear word, so I asked him if it was actually true. And it was true that it's a Dutch swear word, it was just not as bad as Jeremy Clarkson made it out to be.
It's like I tell the student, I raised my eyebrows at him, and I was like, you should not say that. That I'm not a real gamer, my friend. I mean, like, is Fortnite all you play? He's like, no. And I'm like, what else do you play? Call of Duty, FIFA. And I'm like, yeah, you're playing games. Good.
So you're the perfect demographic that these greedy publishers want.
Exactly.
Not a gamer, you're a piggy bank.
Oh,
wow.
the digs. Oh, the digs. Omicron. I need you on voice chat more often. See, this is not the kiddie pool. I don't want it to be the kiddie pool. Time to get desperate. Oh shit. Oh shit, he's making a comeback. He's making a comeback. Oh, damn it. Open the pickle jar. Open the
Apparently
fucking
I'm not doing
pickle
enough
jar.
random supers.
If anything, my autism kind of helps me being a old bastard sometimes.
It gives you permission for it, doesn't it?
Well, no, because I lack empathy. I understand it on a conceptual level, I just don't feel the emotion.
Okay.
Welcome to the stage of history.
I will say this, that, like, people on, like, without meaning this in a derogatory sense or anything, but students on usually when we have a student who's kind of on the spectrum, like students who have Asperger's and stuff like that, they're usually the best students. I mean,
yes, one of the traits of autism is if we've got something that we have an interest in, we get obsessed with it.
Yes. Like we have a student who's obsessed with anything related to the history of Czechoslovakia. And the kid is like, he's, you know, he understands being in the classroom. He gets excited about what he's interested in, and he talks about it. So sometimes what we tell him is like, okay, can you prepare a presentation on it? And he goes ham on the presentations, like, and they're amazing too. I mean, they're informative, they're well presented, they're well done. Okay, I gotta concentrate on fighting, guys. I'm just not performing.
It's not quite seeped into your subconscious yet. The thing about ASD, autism spectrum disorder,
I think we're kind of losing you, Omicron.
Yeah, I can't hear you anymore.
Sorry, Nvidia was decided to also update itself, so I just told it to pause. It was robbing all the bandwidth.
Okay.
Bastard. Yeah, we're always each our own individual point on the spectrum. Right, for me, I don't really have many of the cognitive issues, apart from some very select concerns which I don't really understand, so I'm quite literal-minded. So I have an extreme version of the social issues associated with autism. Like I can't touch other people, I can't even be within a certain distance of other people. I get really uncomfortable. Like, even when I was at Insomnia at the NEC, I was always at least, 30 centimeters from anyone at all times, minimum.
I see.
It's kind of why I like the Japanese a lot, because they don't shake hands, they bow. No
Yeah,
touching involved.
They don't like the whole touchy-feely thing.
One of the traits that comes along with autism is how we experience emotions, because we can't control them. They're either, very, very low and we don't notice them, or they're very overpowering and take control. It's not very different, middle ground.
Well played.
You'll be lost to history.
The battle is
You can go straight to
So like
hell.
generally, I mean, these are genuine questions because I don't have that much experience with people on the spectrum. Like, how would you expect other people? How would you hope that people would generally I don't know, interact with you in public, like, in face-to-face situations?
welcome to the stage of history retold.
It kind of
Let's
depends
do this.
on the context of the particular social situation, to be honest.
Oh God.
Like, the reason I could cope with the large groups of people at the NEC is because I was involved in something I really had an interest and really enjoyed, showing off a computer game which I play test and all that lot. But I couldn't go there as a punter, if that makes any sense.
Punter as in to punt people.
No, the punter, as just a member of the general public who's walking around the show.
Oh, okay.
Not
I'm
an
not very
exhibit.
good at the British the British slang thing. Sometimes.
Yeah, punter is just a colloquialism for a customer. General customer, it's just that kind of thing.
Member of the public.
Yeah, the context means a lot. It makes a big difference. It's hard to explain. But for the most part, as long as you're not too, overbearing or too demanding of people on the spectrum, that's something that I struggle with a lot. I don't deal very well with pressure. It just scrambles my brain. But if you tell me, I've got like an appointment to keep,
What the
be
fuck?
at a place at a certain time, I will turn up an hour ahead because my brain can't handle being late. It's strange the way it works. Don't be too demanding, just be a little understanding that
Interesting.
they
Finally, I hit that.
So how does that work? Is that like a throw?
words fail me.
It's a jump and then you have to press throw.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Omicron, didn't mean to, I just did something that I've been trying to do all stream.
No worries. I know I have a tendency to babble because I don't like awkward silences, so that's what I do. I'm kind of on the bit of the spectrum where I don't have one specific interest. I'm kind of interested in everything.
Oh.
Polymath. I like to say that curiosity is my mistress and I am her slave.
I am struggling with
Oh,
this.
that didn't punish? Okay. Crap.
That was kind of weird. That should punish, yeah.
I have no idea what the frame data is like
Battle is over.
for your
Show
quick
respect
ledge
for
on
the fallen who
block.
fought so bravely.
Oh, I just thought I have an idea for something next year. Aki, they've just released they just put out the release date for Yang's Volume 4 manga anthology.
Ooh.
So once all 4 are out, I'm planning to send you all 4.
That would be nice. Giveaway, yeah.
Retold.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a cool giveaway. Shall we just
I
give them
always
all?
sent you the original manga 4, I think. I don't think I've sent you any of the anthologies.
You sent me you've sent me a manga, but is that the
the one
anthology?
with the big red cover, and that was the original manga. And then there was 4 anthologies after that. Ruby, Weiss, Yang, and Blake.
Okay.
Blake is released this end of this month. I think Yang is end of February, start of March. I'm nearly at episode 5, so I'm about to actually start watching the new movie season. I didn't want to do it week by week. I want to binge it.
You haven't watched the new season yet.
I said I was going to wait till episode 5 is out before I watch 5 episodes in one go.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't mind spoilers. I'm not one of those tedious people.
I mean, this is my obsession.
On the stream, watching the stream.
I mean, as a reactor, I don't want to be. Damn you, Remy! Damn you, Remy!
I haven't even watched your reactions yet, so I don't watch reactions to stuff I haven't seen myself first.
That's fair, yeah.
That's only fair to the original content we create. Still want you to see you react to No Game, No Life 0.
I should do that. Is that a movie or is that a...
It's a film, yes.
A reaction to a whole film?
Well, you could break it up into parts, into thirds. You know, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Or you could do a Twitch stream reaction to it and just do an analysis video.
Oh, how did that hit?
I could do, yeah. I think I need to rewatch the original anime first just to remember a few things, because it's been a while.
Well, you don't really have to, because the film is actually an origin story. It's set 6,000 years before the events of the anime.
Oh, it's not with Shiro and her brother.
No.
Oh, that's sad. Ow.
Well, you
Just
know,
obliterate.
Discord, the way it is at the moment, you've got the one true god, Tet, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's the story of how the Great War ended and Tet became the one true god. Which happened 6,000 years before the events of the anime. Which, by the way, makes Jabril nearly 7,000 years old.
That's pretty nuts. Fuck.
Yes, she was. Jabril was the last blue ever created, because she was created near the end of the Great War. She was also different from all the people created before. She was deliberately created imperfect. The film doesn't.
Oh my god, that was a struggle.
Claim victory and
Yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of things that I really have forgotten about the anime and the world in general. So I need to refresh my
It's only 12 episodes. It's not that big of a time investment.
And it's a good anime. I mean, I don't mind rewatching a good anime.
I rewatched it recently. The last few weeks, I've gone through my entire anime collection on disc again, as well as some of the sci-fi stuff. Rewatched Firefly. I love that show.
I really want to. I actually should watch Firefly with my wife. She hasn't seen it.
It's only 14 episodes, so it's not exactly a full season either. Because you know, the network was stupid.
But yeah, she hasn't watched it, and she sees it being referenced in other shows that we watch. So it's like, yeah, this is something that you have to understand the shame of Fox for canceling this.
Does a cancelled TV show get made into a very successful motion picture?
Not very often, no.
Do you know what probably the best example before Firefly that comes to my head? Star Trek. Cancelled after 3 seasons. The next live-action version was filmed.
I'm trying to think if there was another TV show about a girl detective that had the same thing happen, where it had to fight to stay on the air.
Well, the thing with Joss Whedon as well, Buffy happened the other way around. They had the film first, then they made the TV series.
Yeah, the film's very different.
Yes, the film is very different indeed.
This is as far as you go.
I don't get how you guys get so much meter in the first round.
Reversal Edge builds a ton.
I basically don't use reversal edge. I could actually probably use
I think Guard Impact does as well.
Yeah. I don't use reversal edge, and I don't really use guard impact either. I mean, it's not great to.
I don't like Reversal Edge because nothing off it's guaranteed, so it feels more worthwhile to use Guard Impact instead.
That's the point, right? Guessing game.
Have you seen Excel World?
I have. I love it.
Damn! Because that would have been great to react to. I love it as well. I just thought that's an anime that's you would dream was real. You know, I'll put something around my neck and I can go into this thing and fight people.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be in the same world as Sword Art Online.
I think it's supposed to predate Sword Art Online because the technology.
No, it was after, because the Nerve gear is seen as like a very old tech.
Oh yes, because Axel World, there was a point where they were actually putting them in earlier in, when they were really young, and they were part of the first real generation. That's what they first, and the previous generation couldn't. Yeah, I remember that.
Fuck. Malaga Sofitia is like Paul, basically.
No choice.
There's a little short anime called Black Rock Shooter, which has got some really good action sequences.
Wasn't that just a video clip?
Well, it started out as a song by Miku Hatsune, but it got made into an anime. It's not the greatest anime in the world, but the fight sequences, I think over the 8 episodes, the 40 odd minutes of actually action.
How does that?
Is amazing.
How does that duck under my vertical?
Please forgive me.
That wasn't a vertical, that was a horizontal. I just saw it in the replay just then.
I verticaled you. I used
You did a horizontal slash as I crouched under and did the double slash.
Okay. Anyway, go on, Omicron, sorry.
I've lost my train of thought. I'm now thinking of what anime characters would work well in Soulcalibur, ones with edged weapons. Ichigo would do well, wouldn't he?
I mean, 2B is coming to the game.
Oh, I still need to complete Neo Automata. I need to get around to completing that.
I still need to get it.
I'll do it next week. Next week is Neo Automata. Have you played those Net games yet? Neptunia games?
I really haven't had the time. I mean, I downloaded the first one, like it's on my hard drive, I just don't have the bloody time. Like, I can't sit down and just say, hey, okay, I'll play a game. Because now I have like I have 2 review codes. And I'm reviewing 2 games. I have a game that the same indie developer who gave me the code for Sinner has given me another game, which I want to do videos of. So it's like, okay, I guess I'll only get to play games on stream. Just games for fun, I mean.
I'd definitely say the Neptunia games are pleasing for the observer.
Yeah, I mean, I could do a stream of that. That's not a bad idea.
Wow, that was
Whoa.
Type of game, unlike a fighting game where you don't have to be looking at the screen all the time. You've got a little more time to look at the chat.
Sorry, what was your question?
Whose?
Yours.
I said, yeah, at least in Neptunia, it's not as, you know, attention intensive as a fighting game. So you have a little more time to look at the chat box.
That's true.
You can also, you know,
And I don't need to look at
your,
Nightmare's underwear.
If you play it in the English language version, not every single voice line is voiced.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Holy shit.
So you can also entertain your audience by, you know, voicing the voice line with your own voices. That could be entertaining.
Do you think my my voiceovers are entertaining?
Well, no, because you have to make different voices for different characters. That'll be entertaining.
I do that in I do that with what's it called, Danganronpa. Have you ever watched my Danganronpa videos?
No, again, I don't watch stuff that I've not played myself first. So.
That's fair. Well, anyway, I do voices there.
Toes. Okay, I need to watch those videos. I'm a big fan of that series.
I've not watched the Automata stuff, but I haven't completed the game myself yet.
I do need to finish Danganronpa. I know there's at least a couple of community members that are like, what the hell, when are you gonna do another video?
Yeah, how many plates are you trying to juggle on YouTube at the moment?
Omicron, too many. And let's not talk about the plates of my professional and family life. I feel like if I don't have enough projects in my life, it's all emptiness.
Oh, you a doer.
I am an obsessive doer.
Oh my old man. I always say he's gonna die with a hammer in his hand, that man.
I don't know, I feel like if I don't do things, I'm gonna rot. Oh shit. I really hate Sophie Tia.
She's hard to fight against.
She's got all the right tools for sure.
What's his name out of The Witcher in this one?
Yeah, Geralt.
She's just very solid in the basic way.
She is
like the Ryu of this game, basically.
A very solid counter against Nightmare, unfortunately.
I definitely don't feel like she is.
Oh no, she is, because he can't really do much. His, all of his attacks are very slow startup. She's quite quick, and she punishes his attacks very easily.
I'm having a tough time with Taki.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Good. She makes my heart beat very quickly.
No comment.
Nightmare has begun.
She's too quick. I have to think too much, and I don't like doing that. I do too much thinking at work.
You need gimmicks.
I wish I could stop.
Give me
I need the
gimmicks.
gimmicks.
Give me
Yes.
shenanigans.
Yes. I play Tega, come on, it's all gimmicks. Gimmicks all the way down.
Brace yourself. Slate.
Battle 1. Fight.
Have you seen Toradora, I think?
Toradora.
Yeah, the anime.
So much anime in the chat.
No, the reason I ask is you said you watch something with your wife. That'll be a really nice one to watch with your wife. It's a really good romantic comedy.
Alright. Mark.
Apparently women like that kind of stuff.
My wife is not the conventional woman that you might envision, actually. She's not that into, like, romantic stuff.
Well, it's also got the ultimate tsundere in it. Palm top tiger. 5 foot of nothing, but bloody explosive.
Open the pickle jar.
Oh, nice throw.
I'm watching a lovely little anime at the moment about a delusional schoolgirl fighting zombies.
Skullgirl fighting zombies.
Schoolgirl.
Schoolgirl. Which one is that? There are plenty that are like that.
School Alive.
Oh.
Yeah, she's delusional. You know, she thinks everything's perfectly normal when it's actually a zombie apocalypse. But you know, in her mind, you know, it's horrible. Anyway, the way my anime taste has changed over the years, I've got to the age now where I'm just a sucker for Hawaii Moro shit.
Oh, that's got me. That teleport's so good. That's KO too.
It's a great.
You'll be lost to history.
Big damage.
Jesus, the outro is out. Fuck, why did I push a button?
I love being able to do it on reaction to any movement.
At least in Soulcalibur 5, you had to do 2 quarter circles first before you could do a super.
I kind of like this better.
What the fuck just happened?
It's one of his stance moves.
AGA! Oh. That was
No,
the
it's
B.
not
What
AGA.
was it?
I can't do AGA quickly. I suck at it.
You can see you struggling.
Oh yeah, I did it once. It's too hard. Why? Equal frames apart. Even if it was full circles, I'd still do it in response. I got good reaction.
I have not. I used to.
Oh! Ring out. Yeah, I've always had good reactions. I played a lot of Counter-Strike as a kid.
Oh, I used to run a Call of Duty clan.
Yeah, I used to run a Counter-Strike clan, yeah. Actually,
John Modern Warfare 3,
I remember those days.
Yeah, John was like not necessarily in the like Counter-Strike side, but he was involved in the clan.
I never actually played Counter-Strike with you guys.
Yeah.
That game sucked my soul out. Counter-Strike. I was
Yeah,
terrible at
generally-
it, but I insisted on playing it.
Let's do this.
With shooters, I generally go for the headless chicken playstyle.
See, at that time, I was playing natural selection mostly when it came to shooters.
No, it was Soldat actually.
I never played Natural Selection 1.
Oh,
I played
yeah.
Natural Selection 2.
Yeah, it
That's
was
what must have
Soldat.
been afterwards.
Yeah, Natural Selection was a little bit afterwards. Remember, this spans like 10 years worth of gameplay.
Yeah. I kind of missed all that. That was actually quite fun.
Yeah,
But
I played
weird.
with you a couple of times. It was fun. Odd, definitely odd. 2D shooter is weird, but it's fun.
Huh?
Yeah, Taki and Sophia. Anybody who's got relatively fast attacks is
I think
a nightmare.
Sophia's only average.
She's
Her
average is
fastest is I-12, I believe.
yeah. That's I mean, my fastest is 14, and then everything after that is
13.
like 17. No, it's 14. His kick is 14.
Oh, maybe Sophia's 13 then. 'Cause it's only like a little bit below Nightmare. I'll have to read up again.
I could be wrong, but don't take me as a source of truth. The only thing I know about is programming.
What area of software are you in?
You know, this is the most difficult thing to answer because I develop platforms.
So you don't do the surface level stuff. You're deeper in.
Yeah. Basically, so I build microservices and service mesh frameworks, and I build the things that other people use to make software. So one of our key pieces that I am responsible for is a set of API that can be plugged into other API to provide filtering and storage.
API.
Yes, exactly, yeah. So like, you can think of me as being like a library programmer. But yeah, so it's hard to even like explain it to people, just because most people aren't familiar with the idea of libraries even being a thing.
Awesome. I suppose in computer speak, database would be more recognizable the term rather than a library.
My kick's negative on hit.
I think your kick is negative on hit, by the way. Remember that is a thing in this game, where negative on hit is not uncommon. Actually,
Okay.
I have my AA is negative on the first hit, so the second hit doesn't combo, and you can actually interrupt it. Everybody can, which is crazy annoying. But yeah, with software I build stuff for fun as well. I'm working on a Discord bot at the moment.
What language are you using?
So I write in Node, which is JavaScript, but I'm proficient in 7 or 8 languages now.
Oh no, because one of the Discords I'm in, the one who uses a Raspberry Pi with Python code to run this Discord bot.
Yeah. So there's a really good Python library for Discord actually. Oh, what the hell was that? I've not seen a guard crush ever.
Maybe you could hack it to the.
I'll explain in a second.
But yeah, Discord has hooks, so you can make has webhooks, so you can make bots in like several different ways.
Yeah,
but the way I'm
with the company I test for, we've got a separate test server where all testers, you know, would join. Luckily enough, it happened to be when we set up the server.
Hoping outside that
the screen share function for the chat. Which
anyway,
is
Remy.
useful for a playtest.
Hey Valashar, welcome back to the stream.
Yeah, John?
I'm really bad at reversal edge. I don't know how to get my button to come out in the second phase. It never actually does. So I ended up blocking the second phase. He hit B.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, that always guard crushes, I believe, if you're
it does. Yeah.
blocking in the second phase. That's another reason that I don't like reversal edge.
I think spam it.
Welcome to the
I do.
stage of history.
I still get guard half the time.
Let's do this.
The thing is, you have such a huge window to input for the first bit, but then like the second bit is weirdly specific. I don't know why it's like that.
I never get to second round, honestly. It just never happens. I always lose or win first round.
I guess it's not supposed to happen as often to get to the second round.
It, right? Like I think with B, doesn't B force a second round if it's
No, it's well maybe.
B forces the second round if they block.
Ah, okay, sorry.
Brace yourself.
If they block an A or K, it just ends. But if you block a B, the second round happens.
Letting one of the hits hit that I know is really negative, but.
Well, I was going to say the other bot that the game company use is tied into their custom back-end servers, so when we're play testing, it tells us on the Discord, you know, how many people are in game, how many are waiting, blah blah blah.
Shit.
It's really useful to find Discord so easily.
Yeah, Discord's fantastic. I run a DigitalOcean server, so my bot's always up. Yeah, it's just a little compute company, similar to Amazon, but you know they don't compete in the same phase really, like as in to the same level.
What?
The company I work for is tiny. It's only got 5 permanent employees. No 2 of them in the UK.
Oh, interesting.
You've got the CEO, who's the audio guy, and the main coder who lives in Woking, which is Brighton. I think it's quite because he lives in Brighton. And then you've got Sven, who's in Sweden. He runs, maintains the back-end server and does the AI. Then you've got Lobbies, who's French. And Dan. Oh no, yeah, I forgot about Dan. He's the new music guy. Oh,
yeah.
They got really cool. They've got someone on, what's his name? They've got someone to do their campaign story. Who's got
Run up grab.
I work in a very large company.
All these people, you know, they used to work in the AAA industry. They've got like years and years of experience, and now they've come out, and this is like their passion project. You know, built their own studio and stuff. Well, his studio is a room in his house in Brighton, but still, it's a start.
Yeah, I used to work with a bunch of the Team 17 guys.
Oh, Worms!
Yeah.
I'm most associated with Team 17.
Yeah, it's still there, the most popular IP.
Small developers and now thinking that I miss like Bullfrog and...
Oh, for God's sakes.
Sorry.
I'll feel your power.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh no,
I believe
running quantum remasters and they're not shit. I might actually give them money.
aren't the Overcooked games by Team 17?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe, I think.
They do.
They're mostly a publishing house now, but they were responsible for a lot of games.
Wasn't they the ones who did Earthworm Jim as well?
I don't know. Can't tell you. Yeah, just have a look. I don't know. They've done a lot of stuff.
Oh, come the fuck on. That's bull.
I was not expecting that.
What happened?
Get this abomination out of my face.
This is developed by Shiny Entertainment and published by Interplay.
Oh, by Interplay, okay. He has a clown mask, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Alright,
Their
you
nightmare
guys...
is truly a nightmare.
You guys are playing one game and then we're done.
Okay.
Doke.
It's been fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I always love playing this game.
Welcome to the stage of history.
I apologise if I monopolised the conversation too much.
You're okay.
No, not at all, man. You actually this brought up a lot of interesting topics.
Wow, my brain goes all over the place.
Always a pleasure to have conversations with you. And probably next weekend you'll join the patron coffee time?
Oh no, if I'm on, I don't know, what time are you thinking?
We haven't decided yet. Arduin is pressuring to get something planned, so I'll probably have...
I have, what time is the play test on Saturday?
We're talking around evening our time anyway.
Yeah, on Saturday I have a play test at 1600 DMT, and that usually lasts 2 hours. So I'll probably be free by 8 o'clock.
That seems to be the time that we might be going for. I'll keep you in the loop. Because there's but we're gonna be talking volume 6. Oh wait.
I can finish the episodes before then. That's not a problem.
If you're fine with that.
Yeah, I have no life. How much is available for non-first members on the site so far? Just the first 4.
As of this, like from next Saturday, it's gonna be 4 episodes.
Ah, damn it! You saw me jump. That was me trying to sidestep it.
Like tomorrow, episode 3 will be out for non-first.
So okay, I'll watch episode 3 this morning.
So bad at waking up.
Holy shit.
Victory goes.
I'm generally very bad at waking up in 3D fighters. I never understood how to wake up in Tekken.
I've got a better idea of how to do it in Tekken than I do in Soulcalibur, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't really know how to do it neither.
Just roll around the floor.
A little bit, to be honest with you.
Jesus. God, I hate that
I like
move
hold
so
the
much.
button and mash the guard button or something. Ow. Everyone talks about how easy throws are to tech in this game.
That's a hit throw.
See, by the time I've seen it,
Woo.
I can't react to it.
What the hell
Yeah,
was
I
that?
struggle.
Oh.
This is
Claim
back A.
victory and bask in the
If you
glory.
hold it, guard breaks as well.
And this is
Only back
Soulcalibur
throws,
6.
You have to hold neutral throws.
So yeah, this is Soulcalibur 6, and this was Fightin' Friday. Thanks to everybody who came to hang out. Thank you, Remy and Great Old One, for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
having
no
me.
problem.
And thanks to Omicron for joining us on voice chat. It's always a pleasure talking with you, man.
No worries.
And yeah, we're going to be back Sunday with the Salty Sunday. We're going to be playing some more Bloodborne. We're back on that train since we finished Sinner. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks to Trouble Brewing, Valashar, Nexidel, Vampire Savior. Who else has been around? Star Fox. Yeah, that seems to be the lot of you. Thanks once again for everyone for hanging out, and we'll catch you next time.